You wake up in the morning. Before you even look in the mirror, you already know something. You know it's you. You know your name, your memories, your worries, your plans for the day. But here's the strange question. How does the brain know that? How does the brain create the feeling that this body, this voice, this mind is you? In the last episode, we ended with a question. If habits shape our behavior and predictions guide our actions, who is actually making the decisions? Before answering that question directly, we need to understand something deeper. The brain doesn't just predict the world around you, it also predicts you. Just like we discussed before, the brain runs two modes, the conscious mind and the autopilot. Most of the time, the conscious mind is not controlling behavior. It steps in only when the autopilot sends a prediction error signal. The autopilot runs the prediction machine. It predicts what you will see, what you will hear, what you will do next. But there is one more thing the autopilot must predict: your internal state. Think about something simple, your heartbeat. Right now, your heart is beating about once every second, but you are not consciously checking it. You are not measuring every heartbeat. And yet, your brain knows if something is wrong. If your heart suddenly starts racing or suddenly stops, your attention immediately turns on. How does that happen? Because the autopilot is constantly predicting your internal signals: heartbeat, breathing, body temperature, hunger, pain. Your brain predicts these signals the same way it predicts the outside world. This prediction creates something important, a stable model, a model of yourself. The brain combines many signals together: your memories, your body sensations, your emotions, your past experiences. And from those signals, it builds a prediction. This is me. Imagine your brain as a storyteller. Every moment, it tells a story that connects the past to the present. It says, "You were here a moment ago. You are here now. You will probably still be here in the next moment." That continuous story creates the feeling of identity. Without that story, your experiences would feel disconnected, like random frames in a movie. But the brain stitches those frames together, and the result is the feeling of being a person. But remember what we learned earlier. The brain does not show you reality exactly as it is. It shows you its best prediction. That includes your sense of self. Your identity is not a fixed object. It is a prediction model the brain keeps updating. Think about how much you have changed over the years. Your interests change. Your habits change. Your beliefs change. Yet the brain still maintains a stable story. It keeps saying, "This is still me." That stability helps you function in the world. Without it, planning and decision-making would be impossible. But this also means something surprising. The feeling of I is not a single control center inside the brain. It is a model, a prediction the brain uses to keep everything organized. Just like the jungle path we discussed earlier. Once the brain builds a path, it keeps using it. Understanding this can change how you think about your habits. When you change a habit, you are not just changing behavior. You are slightly updating the brain's model of who you are. That is why small, consistent changes matter. Each repetition teaches the brain a new prediction. Eventually, the brain starts telling a different story, a slightly different version of you. Takeaway. Today, try something simple. Notice one automatic behavior you do every day: drinking coffee, checking your phone, walking a familiar route. Ask yourself one question: did I decide this, or did the autopilot predict it? That small observation can reveal a lot about how your brain works. And this leads us to the next brain twist. If the brain predicts the world, and even predicts the self, then what happens when those predictions become wrong? Why do anxiety, fear, or depression sometimes feel so real even when nothing dangerous is happening? To understand that, we need to explore what happens when the brain's prediction system gets stuck. We will explore that soon.